Hey everybody, it's the Review Revolution, back at you again, and Marvel fans, it's time. Oh, I am really stoked about this. Up until now, I really haven't paid a whole lot of attention to what number a wave is for the Marvel Legends, whether it be Toy Biz or Hasbro. I didn't really pay attention. It was either the Galactus wave, the MODOK wave, Nemesis wave, whatever it was. Well, in this case, we're taking a look at the Onslaught series, or the Onslaught wave. Today, looking at the Green Goblin, which is very cool. But this is the wave 13, otherwise known as the Villains wave. So, we'll start off with the Green Goblin. We'll go on to Loki, Pyro, Abomination, Lady Deathstrike, and ultimately Blackheart. Once we're done, we're going to get a look at a very unusual Onslaught. I'm very interested in this one because that is an Onslaught. I remember the character. It was right about the time that I started to fall out of Marvel, probably because of the Onslaught story. But yeah, it's something where we're going to get a look at him and see what he turns out like, because this is a very different kind of Onslaught than I remember seeing. But yes, Toy Biz, Marvel Legends, Villains Wave, and we are looking at the Green Goblin. Sweet character, sweet figure. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I have not got him out of the pack, but I've seen reviews, I've read the reviews. This guy, so far, mind you, I don't have him open yet. You know, he could completely fall apart when I get him open. But from everything I've read and seen, this is the Green Goblin to have. This is a sweet Green Goblin, and he's got tons of accessories. And I'm going to gush quite a bit over this figure once we get him open, I'm sure. But we can see that he comes with the right leg of Onslaught. Let's see here. Superposable 34 points of articulation. Diorama card in the back. 32-page comic. And typical Toy Biz packaging. On the back, there we have the picture of Green Goblin, which, you know, again, so far I haven't really been digging the portraits they use on these stat pictures. But hey, it's Green Goblin. You know, you're not gonna mistake him. There are his stats, so certainly pause as necessary. His bio: he is Spider-Man's greatest enemy. He has been almost since the beginning. A maniacal manifestation of Norman Osborn's chemical-induced insanity. The Green Goblin has done more than any other villain to wreck the web-slinger's world. Also, he has terrorized Peter Parker's friends and loved ones. Even his own son, Peter's best friend Harry, was poisoned by the Goblin legacy. He killed Gwen Stacy, the first love of Peter's life, and then, years after Spider-Man watched him die, impaled on his own glider, Osborn returned to cast a shadow of evil over his hated foe. So, yeah, no surprise that the Green Goblin was the first villain that they decided to put in the Spider-Man movies. I still would like to see Kraven, but that's a whole other conversation. Let's take a moment. Let's get Gobby out of the pack and have some fun. Be right back. All right, everybody, we're back, and take a look. Take a look at everything we get in the one pack. I mean, this is incredible, the amount of stuff that you get with the Green Goblin. It is just awesome. And the figure itself, primo excellente. Awesome! I don't normally start with this piece. I usually, wrap up with it. But just to go ahead and get out of the way, we do have the leg of Onslaught, who I can't wait to get together. I wasn't too sure how I would feel about Onslaught as a character, as a Build-A-Figure, but taking a look at the leg, looking at the amount of detail that's on it, and the colors and the paint, oh yeah, he's going to be sweet. He is going to be awesome. But I didn't want to have this piece kind of hanging around, distracting everybody from what's clearly one of the... She-Hulk still ranks as my favorite, and I still like Thor, but Goblin is just awesome. Oh my gosh. Take a look at this, guys. Take a look at that face. And the hat. That is such a quintessential Goblin hat. Look at that. Look at the way that thing is just flowing and whipping around behind him. That is just incredible. Got the huge pointed ears, the bulging green eyes, the grinny smile. I gotta tell you, this is an awesome Green Goblin to have. If you can track him down, get him. This is awesome. Even the rest of the body. I mean, the Green Goblin, he wears that purple tunic. It's got great fabric sculpt on it. The purple is real nice. It's a kind of a very dark purple, kind of a grapey kind of purple. And it's carried throughout the entire figure. I mean, not just parts that are painted, like the hat, but even the plastic that it's sculpted out of, the color is spot on. It is beautiful. Sculpt on the boots. I love the sculpt on the boots. It's got the little toe articulation like many of the Marvel Legends. But of course, being that he's got the little pointed elf toes, I mean, that really actually gives it something. There's actually something there, some oomph to it. Oh, fantastic. The gloves. First off, the nice sculpting of the fabric on the gloves. It's got kind of the seams. Really great. I love how his hands are not just open hands, but the fingers are spread wide. Looks great. And of course, the green, because he's a Green Goblin, the scale work, the diamond scale work. Actually, it's not diamond all the way through. It's kind of diamond on his shoulders, but then it kind of goes back to the Aquaman, Captain America kind of, chainmail. And much like on Copperhead, it is used perfectly. It is beautiful. Oh, fantastic character. I told you I was going to gush. Just take a look. I love the way the ears turned out. And again, the face. One of the best face sculpts I've seen, bar none. I mean, if there's one thing I've had problems with certain action figures, is just the face never really captures the personality and the actual character. This is such a great Green Goblin. It's really sweet. Now, of course, he's a Marvel Legend, so he has the pin and hinge, I guess, if you want to say. He's got the shoulder up and out, twist of the bicep, double joint at the elbow, and my autofocus wants to look at the comic. We'll get there in a minute. Twist of the glove, which nicely hit an articulation. I do like that very, very much. He's got kind of a pin on his hand, which we'll get to in a second. The fingers are not individually articulated, but they do come four on a joint. His arm back down. He's got the twist of the waist, crunch. Leg comes out again, twist, double joint at the knee. Nice use of the double joint. One of those few times the double joint actually comes out nicely. Twist at the boot, ankle, and toe. So, again, great articulation, nicely sculpted figure. Perfect 10. Perfect 10. Oh. I cannot tell you enough how much I love this Green Goblin. He is fantastic. Now, in the way of his accessories, of course, he does come with the Skyline, the diorama, and the Amazing Spider-Man number 122, which is not the actual death of Gwen Stacy. It is the issue right after it. So this is picking up right after Gwen Stacy died. Which is a shame. I wish they would have actually done the issue where she was killed. That would have been nice. But it's still good. Now, the Green Goblin also comes with his purse, his man purse, which is made of the same purple plastic as his tunic. I think they may have reused this a few times, but, you know, why not? It works out great. And we'll go ahead and put this on him. Up over the ear. There we go. Looking better every minute. He does come holding a pumpkin bomb, which I don't know if some glue got on it or what, but that was pretty securely pegged onto his hand. I mean, I really had to, work to get this out. But he's got the peg and his pumpkin bomb, which just goes right back in there. And I was going to do this on camera, but I'll tell you what, I may have to pause this to put together the... Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's put it together real quick. Green Goblin. I kind of think that in some ways, maybe not. Maybe we'll have to pause it after all. Yeah. Okay. Stick around, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put his glider together and give everybody a last look at how awesome Green Goblin's going to be with all of his accessories. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. We've got the glider put together, which actually snapped together pretty easily. It's just a matter of lining everything up. But we've got his glider put together, and as I was going to say, the Green Goblin with this glider, with how cool this is, I totally could have seen him making an appearance in a second wave or second set of Legendary Riders figures, which I'll get to those at some point too. But the Legendary Riders being the Marvel Hero Wave or the Marvel Legend waves, where the characters all have some sort of mode of transportation. You know, the Fantastic Car, or a Skimmer, or something like that. And this glider, give you a quick look at it here. His back glider. It's just awesome. It's got the thrusters in the back. Looks beautiful. Looks fantastic. You can probably tell, you can see how the wings of the glider are certainly more kind of curved, more arched. Not quite as flat as you may be more familiar seeing on some of the other Goblin figures. It's a little more extreme than it is in the comic. You can kind of see the comic; it is very arched there as well. So it's close to that appearance, and in some ways, this Goblin definitely seems to be a model of this one. But it's something where it also gives him the ability to, rather than have to sit him on it or have him somehow peg onto the glider, certainly gives him the chance to stand on it like so. So, fantastic figure, great accessories, gives me a lot of hope for the other figures that are in this wave. Really, really stoked on it. Guys, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.